Alright, pleasant good morning. What we have this morning before us is a Nissan Almera with a QG15 cable type throttle, right? 4-pin mass airflow sensor. The previous owner had put in extractors, but they removed the oxygen sensor. So we went by a muffler place yesterday. They welded on the adapter so we could thread in an airflow sensor, oxygen sensor, sorry. And if you see here, we have some wires here where we ran the oxygen sensor. We had to run it a little lower down because where the fork come into one, it will meet it right by the axle. So to prevent any damages, we had to run it back there. Right? The problem we having with it was down for 2 years. Everything was clogged up with sludge, and so we had clean out the reel. The injectors still in a mess. We get in a rich condition, so the brain sending a lean signal to reduce the to minus fuel, right? I don't have it recorded, but last night what went on when I was checking the injectors sticking open. So that means fuel always spraying. So what I'm going to do today is test it with known good injectors and then see if that resolve the issue. So we'll know if, I don't know if ultrasonic cleaning the injectors will help. So that's an option, but if not, the customer will just need to buy 4 new injectors because all 4 injectors were given the same problem. Another problem it getting is the O2, not the O2, the NOx sensor. Right, the NOx sensor it given a code, but when I checked it yesterday, according to the wiring diagram, like the wires, whoever hook up the NOx sensor, like they mix up the wires. So I'm going to switch around the wires and put them back in the correct order according to the wiring diagram and see if that resolve the code, because the voltage to the ECU correct, the resistance correct as well within spec. So the only thing I'm seeing wrong, well, not consistent with the wiring diagram, is the pins. So it looked like pin 1 and pin 2 mix up, right? Also the O2 sensor, the airflow sensor was bad, so we had to change that, right? We changed some of the fuel hose, we had to change the fuel pump, the fuel tank. Alright, so I'll go in and start the vehicle now and allow it to reach operating temperature. So we hook up the scan tool and see what happening with the rich condition. Alright, so in the vehicle here, the scan tool is I launched the X431, the 8-inch version, right? So I scanned the car last night, so I just going into the diagnostic history. I just need to press quick access. Put the ignition on in the vehicle. The VCI plugged in. I take out the dashboard to do some tracing of some wires, right? Right, system selection. Right now we're only looking at the ECM. Right, you want to read data stream. For now we're just looking at the alpha B1. We want to look at the coolant temperature. The O2 sensor, the MAF sensor, right, and that is it there for now. Press OK. Right, so this is it with the vehicle not started. Right, so I'm going to start it now. Oh, I forget to add the engine speed, so I'll go in back. Right, and engine speed. Right, so we're good to go. So we see it idling at about 1100 RPM. The car now warming up. So before the O2 sensor start to do anything, it needs to reach operating temperature, and then they will start to oscillate. Right, so I pause in here for now. While the car heats up, we're going to reach like about 70 degrees Celsius. Right, so it reached up to the temperature enough so that we could see the effects of the rich condition, right? So you see the alpha or the fuel trim from 100 it just minus in, I mean it's very rich. And you see the O2 sensor stick at rich as well. You're going down, right? The most it can minus is 25, then it will start back over. Alright, so you see, very rich. If I create a big enough vacuum leak, it kind of compensates and you will see it start back to oscillate and go between rich and lean, right? But for time's sake, I just go in and change the injectors with four known good injectors, and then we'll start back. But I just wanted you all to see the rich condition. That's sending a lean signal to minus fuel. And as I said before, when I took out the injectors last night to clean them, and I applied the injector cleaner, and I pressed the pulse, it was leaking. So although the signal for the injector to be on was off, it was still spraying, the real spray. Had the brain out, checking to make sure all the grounds and everything functioning. And then I had my fuel pressure gauge. Right, so fuel pressure around 36.3 PSI. Right, if I disconnect the regulator line, you'll see it go up to around 40 something. Right, so I'm going to do that now. Right, so we're up to 45. Right, so I just disconnect this line here, this vacuum line here. So there's the regulator. Right, so we're getting 45. And when I put it back, right, the car sounding like it wants to stall. Right, but you see we going down to back to 30, 37, 36 around. So the regulator working as well, so I have to put back up the brake. The next thing again is a knock sensor code. I want to try and resolve that.